What's up? Currently here in northern Italy. I was on a job in Venice for about a week and I had an opportunity to stay a little later. So I got a place in the Dolomites and I want to do a little photo story here. I've got a couple cameras that I want to take around and shoot different locations. I know it's still winter here, so I don't know how everything will be open, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot with the Leica Q2, which I had a chance to work with it in Venice, and that's probably the sharpest camera I've ever worked with. It's so easy to use. It might be the best travel camera I've ever used too. Just pick up and go, throw the auto setting on, adjust your aperture, and just shoot whatever's in front of you. I mean, it's easily the sharpest, it's easily got the best contrast. So this will be probably the camera that is just the more docu style pick up and go. And then I've got my Canon R5, which I'm filming on right now, which I'll probably be going back and forth between filming some certain scenes and then also shooting some stills, which I'm probably gonna stick to the 70-200 on it. I have the f4 70-200 RF, which just keeps the backpack lighter. So the third camera is the trusty Mamiya 7, which never ever leaves the house, or I don't leave the house without it. It probably won't get used as much as I want it to, but it'll be one of those cameras that can just fill in the gaps. It always likes really good, well thought out, composed images, so if I see something that works out, I'll definitely use it and maybe shoot a couple rolls. But I think it'll be a cool story to see what camera does what, how it performs best in which scenario. But I think in this environment that you can't go wrong with anything that you pull out. I mean, there's mountaintops right out front of this window right now that are absolutely amazing. So I'm excited to get this photo story going and then show you guys the ride along. I think there's some epic places to see. just really can't beat going out on the road somewhere you've never been before and checking out views like this. I mean, it just leaves me speechless. You can't even take a bad photo no matter where you look. It's so cool here. Highly recommend coming to the Dolomites. Just do it. You know, I've never actually given this 70-200 f4 that much credit, but in all honesty, when you're trying to travel light and you don't need the 2.8, it's kind of nice and easy to work with. Yeah, I mean, it's better than having the big bulky one in your backpack and traveling heavy on some of these hikes. And it works nice. It's pretty sharp for what it is. Nice contrast. I mean, the RF lenses are beautiful anyways. There's this really amazing backdrop, little bit of a peak peeking over the trees with the sun hitting it from the side. Gonna try to get some layers compressed against the trees with these peaks. It's incredible. Even a wide, and put the sky in there a little bit more. Oh, it's so nice when the sun decides to come out after 3 cloudy straight days. So currently here in a little town called Santa Maddalena. So far it's been really fun shooting this story. I've taken a look at a couple of photos on the computer and edited a few, and it's really nice to see the difference between each camera and what I'm able to get. This thing's insane. It's been so sharp and so documentary style, and yeah, I'm excited to see this thing come together. Right now this view is absolutely stunning, but this whole area here might just be a Mamiya 7 heaven. There's so many different compositions that you can frame up with the 6x7 negative, and the 80mm with this depth is going to be super, super nice. So I'm excited to see this entire project come together. I really am. Yeah, I think one of the more fun parts about coming to a place with such a dynamic view that is typically always photographed is there's always some nook and cranny around these villages or next to a building or through a window or getting some sort of a foreground element. That's the funnest part about making these photo stories and trying to use these different tools. And it's just so interesting to make a little story within a little location. And yeah, there's always something around the corner to shoot. Even though that's like the best picture you can make, it's still super fun to utilize other angles. So I just got back from my trip to the Dolomites, and I wanted to hop on here and do a little recap of the photo story and the trip as a whole. Overall, I was super impressed with using 3 cameras in 3 different ways, which is something that I never really do. Usually I only have my R5 or I only have my Mamiya 7, so it was nice to bridge that gap a little bit and have the Leica Q2. So I was impressed with seeing the 3 different aspects where I had the compression be more of the 70-200 on the R5, the landscape kind of niche fit in with the Leica Q2, and then some fill in the gap shots with the Kodak Gold and the Mamiya 7. Overall, I think I was just super impressed with the Leica Q2, something I've never used before. I think it was the star of the show because it's that rangefinder. You can walk around and quickly pull it out and shoot whatever's in front of you. With the 28mm 1.7 and the macro capabilities, it was just kind of this do-it-all camera that really helped me photograph this story. And the macro is super easy and snappy and sharp. It's not like monotonous and slow like throwing a macro lens on a camera. I think it was probably the best image file I've ever worked on as far as color goes. Putting it in Capture One and seeing what it can capture in the highlights and the shadows was just tack sharp all the way through. So great camera overall. I definitely want to make these photo series happen more, where I go to places and try equipment or just pick one camera and do a little photo story. So hopefully I can make these trips happen more often. I think overall this trip I ended up getting kind of skunked on the light, kind of not. I had a couple days where the light was really nice and a couple days where the light was cloudy and snowy. But overall, the photo story came together great, and I'm going to leave a link below in my description so that you can go and check out the full gallery on my website, where you'll see all the cameras that I used and you'll see the full story. Lastly, before I go here, the music in this video was all sourced with MusicBed. And MusicBed was the perfect source for me to find the right vibe for this video and certain scenarios, and it's just really a great place where you can find any and all music for the content that you create. So I'll leave a link below to my playlist for this video, and you can click on that link to license this music used in this video as well. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to post some more videos soon about some lifestyle shooting, some portrait shooting, some fashion shooting. I definitely want to take you guys along and show some BTS and some final imagery of what I do, not landscape. So definitely keep a lookout for those videos, and I'll see you next time.